السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. حياكم الله. مرحبا. Welcome all. Good evening. Am I audible right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Today on this session, we're gonna learn about some treatment instructions. And first of all, there'll be a new join students, new joinees will be there, and our alumni will be there, and some students who completed more than 10 chapters will be there. So don't worry, the basic students or who joined recently, we will repeat the sessions each week, inshallah. So today I will ask some questions, and who are alumni here, alumni, and who completed these chapters, please answer me. And whoever knows the answers, you can answer if I ask any questions. First of all, do you know how to say treatment in Arabic? Anyone?
علاج
Yes, ilaj. Correct. I hope everyone knows this ilaj. In Urdu and Hindi also we use ilaj. Ilaj or mu'alaja. Mu'alaja also they use mu'alaja or ilaj. And there is some one another word which is tib. Tib, which means, what is tib?
medical doctor.
Yes.
Tabib.
Yeah. Stop tip. Tabib. We already discussed our previous Google Meet. Tib, which means medical. Who is doing tib is tabib, which means doctor. That's why we call tabib. In hospital, they use mostly we use doctor or doctora. In that context, we can use doctor or doctora. In Arabic, we use tabib or tib, which means that's why we say Habib or Habibi. Arabs they call Habibi. Who is doing or performing hub? That is Habib. Who is performing tib? He is tabib. So ilaj, which means treatment. Ilaj. Ilaj. Hag al-ilaj for treatment. For treatment. And while we giving or while we are giving them some treatments, there are some usages we have to know. Like fi alam. What does mean fi alam?
Pain.
Yes. Fi alam or fi waja. Fi waja or fi alam. Alam, very simple word. Nothing to worry about the pronunciation. Alam, which means pain. Fi alam, simply we can ask the patient, fi alam, is there any pain? Fi alam mawjood or fi alam or alam we can use. Or yuwajja or waja, which means same meaning. That
Pain.
means pain. Also, yu'awwar. Yu'awwar also pain. Yu'awwar. Yu'awwar pain. So we can use yu'awwar or pay and fi alam, fi waja. What we can use? We can ask simply أجريت or سويت عملية. سويت عملية, which means have you done with any surgeries? عملية, or we can use the complete word سويت or أجريت عملية جراحية من قبل. من قبل or قبل, which means before. من قبل or قبل. We can use both. سويت أي عملية or سويت أي عملية. سويت علاج قبل, which means what does it mean? سويت
Before.
Yes. Have you done with any treatment? سويت أي علاج. سويت أي علاج قبل. قبل, which means before. بعد, which means after.
After.
Yes, بعد. While we give the prescriptions وصفة, we have to mention this قبل الأكل, before food, or بعد الأكل, or عقب also. Some people they use عقب. بعد is common word, very So we can ask like this also. قمت بأي إجراءات? قمت or سويت or أجريت, which means have you undergone or have you done with. If you search in Google Translate, it will show فعلت. That Arabs don't use in common like spoken Arabic. That is literary Arabic. So don't use فعلت. We can use أجريت or سويت. سويت is very common. If you ask to a female سويتي, a small difference will be there. سويتي أي عملية. سويتي. To a man, we can ask. To a male, we can ask سويت. سويت أي عملية. Have you undergone any procedures like colonoscopy or endoscopy? You can ask سويت إجراءات بأي, which means any. أي, we can use أي بأي, which means any. Also I use for which as question. أي بلد, which country, أي مستشفى, أي دكتور, which. If it comes first of any sentence, it will be question word. بأي إجراءات, any إجراءات, procedures. فحوص, which means فحص, which means test. فحص or examination or test, that's فحص. For example, فحص الدم. فحص الدم. What is فحص الدم?
Blood test.
Yes, dam. Which
Blood.
means,
Blood.
yes. If you are Malayali, it is very easy to remember that word because we use dam biryani. So dam in Arabic, which means blood. Also, fahsul bawl. You know what is bawl?
Urine test. Urine.
Yes, urine test. That is bawl. If any like illness or disease related to urinal, we use amral bawliya. Bawliya or amral masalik bawliya. Masalik bawliya. So bawl, which means urinal test. Fahsul barras.
Stool test.
Yes, stool test. فحص فحص ضغط الدم.
Sorry.
Dam
Sorry.
already. Yes. Then what is the word lagat? فحص ضغط الدم. What will be that it related to the context?
Pressure.
Yes, blood pressure.
Sorry.
Logat, which means blood pressure. Logat. Maybe you are familiar with the food madaghoot. Madaghoot. It's a mandi item actually. It's cooked with the pressure cooker. We cook that in pressure cooker. That's why it's called as madaghoot. So dam, blood pressure. Dam, blood pressure. Ziyada, we can use very simply. Ziyadatu dam, extreme. Yes, hyper level. And naqis, what is naqis?
Hypotension.
Yes, hypo. So naqis, we use hypo. Naqis. Or we can use very simply shuay. Shuay, very simple word. Shuay, dam. Or wa'id or wajid. In Kuwait and Oman we use wajid. In Marat we use wa'id. Saudi we use marra. Or we can use kathir. Egyptians, they use kathir or kathir, which means very much. And Tunisian people, they use barsha. Barsha is a place name also. Barsha, which means very much, or kathir. It's familiar to all. So, dam. So, we discussed fuhus. Fuhus, that is test. Yeah, fahs and fuhus. فحص الدم and فحوص مثل تنظير القولون, that is colonoscopy. We can use colonoscopy, no problem. وتنظير الداخلي, which means endoscopy, inside. Dakhili, that's why endoscopy. تنظير الداخلي. We can use سويت colonoscopy, and we can say this to a patient like we should do colonoscopy. We can say this lazim nisawi. Lazim, which means we should. Lazim. Lazim nisawi. Yeah, we must, or it is very important. Lazim. Lazim nisawi. Nisawi, we have to do. Lazim nisawi. Colonoscopy. Lazim nisawi fahsuddam. We have to do, or we have to done with blood test. So lazim nisawi. The word lazim. If any patient asks, should I take this medicine? We can simply answer lazim. You should. Lazim. Allah lazim. For example, lazim ashufak. Have you ever had to transfuse blood or blood donation? Tabarra'at ad-dam. Tabarru' actually, which means donation. Tabarru'. All kind of donation we use in Arabic. Tabarra'. Tabarra'at, it's in verbal form. Tabarra'at dam. Have you donated blood? Min gabil or gabil, which means before. Gabil. Tabarra'at dam gabil. Tabarra'at dam gabil. Tabarra'at dam. If the patient say yes, we can ask meta. Meta is a question word. Mata in Arabic, mata. And in Marathi dialect we use mita. Mita, which means when. When mita sawait or mita tabarra'at. Mita tabarra'at, tabarra'ud dam, which means blood donation or transfuse blood. And there are some usages which is common in dental history and other history. It's very easy to learn. Al-adwiya, which means medicines. Dawa, what is dawa?
Medicine.
Medicine, dawa. And how to say capsule?
Capsula.
Yes, capsula, very simple. Dawa or capsula. Capsula. And sharab. In Hindi, sharab is different meaning. In Arabic, sharab, which means tonic. Yes, syrup or tonic. That is sharab. Ibra, what is ibra?
Injection.
Yes. Actually, the word ibra used for needle. That needle only we use ibra. All kind of needle we use. But in that context, we use for syringe. Ibra. Hugina, that is injection in Arabic. Hugina. Some people just adhab hugina. Adhab, Saudis, they use adhab hugina, which means hit or do a injection. So ibra, which means needle actually, but in this context we use for injection. Udhurub hugna. For there is one another word for like that. Takhdir. What is takhdir?
Vaccine.
No, that is takim, tat'im. It is takhdir. Takhdir actually that is anesthesia. Takhdir. Anesthesia. Takhdir. Anesthesia. So in Arabic and spoken way we use punch. Punch kamil, which means full punch. Punch kamil. That is full anesthesia. Anesthesia takhdir actually the word, but in hospital in this situation we use punch kamil or nus punch. What is nus punch?
Low.
Yes, low or half punch. Half punch, that is low. Yes, nus or nus punch. Nus punch. The punch, the word we use in Arabic, nus, in punch, as punch. Nus punch or lakma. Nus punch or half punch. Also, there is a word, waram or tawarrum. Mostly the people, they use tawarrum. If you search for if you search for selling, it will show tawarrum. No problem, we can use, but mostly tawarrum, the word used in some local Arabic for tumor only. So we can use intifakh instead of tawarrum. Intifakh, that is the normal tawarrum. Intifakh. or else if you use the word that tawarrum, sometimes patient may get upset because, for example, waram or tawarrum sadi. What is tawarrum sadi?
Tarum.
Have you heard
Can
before?
you repeat?
Sorry. Tawarrum Fadi. Tawarrum Fadi, which means breast cancer. So breast tumor or cancer, that is tawarrum. So we can use intifah or nafha for normal swelling. Intifah. If sometimes if you use the waram or tawarrum, if you search in Google, it will show tawarrum. That is we use for tumor only. So some patients they might get next one, Zalan. Zalan, which means what is
Angry.
Zalan?
Angry.
Yes,
Upset.
angry. Yes. Next one, let me ask some questions. تبرعت. What is تبرعت الدم?
Blood donation.
Yes, blood donation. فحصت قبل.
In the
Taking
city.
blood test before.
Yes. And how would you ask that? Have you had any medicines before?
Gabel, Tadwiya, Gabel. Tatanav. Ayagwiya, Min Gabel.
Yes, tatanawal or tanawalt. Tanawalt or tatanawalt. We can use very simply tatanawalt or sheript. Sheript also. Okay, sheript. Sheript. Sheript or akhad. Mostly they use akhad or khud had dawa or khud had dawa, which means takes this medicine.
Okay. Okay.
Khud
Now, how we will ask any regular medication?
أنت تشرب أي أدوية كل يوم. كل يوم which means every day or يوميا or كل يوم. تأخذ أي دواء which means any medicine. تأخذ
خذ أي دواء
كل يوم.
كل يوم.
كل يوم which means every day or يوميا in each day, that is يوميا. They also they use على طول means always, that is على طول.
Every day.
Yes.
على طول. Always.
Can you see my screen?
No.
No. Right. And what is lavatul? Once again.
Blood pressure.
Pressure.
Yes, blood pressure. lavatul. Nuba galbiya. What is nubatul kalbiya? Anyone knows nubat?
Heart disease.
Kalb, which means heart. What is nubatul kalbiya? Cardiac arrest. That is nuba al kalbiya.
Sorry,
Nuba kalbiya. Nubatul kalbiya, which means cardiac arrest or heart attack. That is nubatul kalbiya. Nuba al kalbiya. Nubatul kalbiya. Kul. What is which means kul?
Eat.
Yes. Kul ice cream.
Eat ice cream.
Yes. Kul ice cream. And ocean. Right. Kul ice cream. Kul ice cream which means eat ice cream. Ishrab which means ishrab.
Drink. Drink.
Yes. Drink.
Water. Drink.
And we can use for take also ishrab. Full ice cream. What is full ice cream? What does it?
Shrub.
جرب also we say, right? جرب.
Yes.
Shrub. Full ice cream.
Ah.
What it is?
So, yes. بعطيك حقنة. What does it mean? بعطيك حقنة.
I will give injection.
Yes, بعطيك which means I will give. بعطيك. We can use بعطيك for it. بعطيك or أعطيك or أعطيك which means I will give you. بعطيك. I will give you. بعطيك حقنة I will give you injection. بعطيك دواء I will give you medicine.
Medicine.
بعطيك- Yes. بعطيك وصفة. What is وصفة? وصفة طبية. وصفة prescription. That is وصفة. وصفة طبية medical prescription. وصفة. Yes. بعطيك مضاد حيوية. مضاد حيوية.
Antibiotic. Antibiotic. Antibiotic.
مضاد means kill
Antibiotic.
antibiotic. مضاد or مضاد حيوية antibiotic. بعطيك شراب tonic or syrup. بعطيك. Okay. بعطيك. بعطيك إبرة. بعطيك إبرة.
I will give you injection.
Yes, I will give you next. بعطيك 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 كبسولة. Simple.
I will give you capsule.
It's capsule. بعطيك حبة. What is حبة? بعطيك حبة.
Tablet. Tablet.
Yes. Tablet. حبة which means بعطيك حبتين. What is حبتين?
2 times. Bleeding. 2 times.
حبتين. مرتين 2 times. What is حبتين?
1 time.
No. مرتين. حبة حبتين. What is حبتين?
2 tablets. 2 tablets.
Yes, 2 tablets. حبة which means 1 tablet. حبتين 2 tablets. So مرة which means 1 time.
1 time.
مرتين
Marathon. 2 times.
2 times. Okay. مرة مرتين. حبة حبتين. For example, درهم which means 1 درهم. درهمين 2 درهم. 2 درهم. So بعطيك كل آيس كريم بعد ساعة. Eat ice cream بعد ساعة. بعد ساعة. What is بعد ساعة?
Later time.
بعد
After
ساعة
1
which
hour?
means after 1 hour.
1 hour.
ساعة which means 1 hour. ساعة we use for 1 hour and time and for watch. بعد ساعة which means after 1 hour. So after 1 hour, take full ice cream. For dentist we use dentist mostly they use ارفع ايدك. What is ارفع ايدك في لو في ألم? Recently I went to a dentist. So she told me that ارفع ايدك لو في ألم.
For pain. So
ارفع which means raise. ارفع ايدك which means يدن or يد which means hand, but in spoken way they use ايدك which means your hands. Raise your hands. لو في ألم, if there any pain, raise your hands. That is ارفع ايدك. لو انت مو مرتاح. what is مرتاح?
any complaints?
Yes, مرتاح which means comfortable. مرتاح. أنت مرتاح which means are you okay or are you comfortable? مرتاح. We can ask this to a patient. أنت مرتاح. If they are not مرتاح, they will say مو مرتاح. In Emirati we use مب مرتاح, and Egyptians they use مش مرتاح. I'm not comfortable. مش مرتاح. لو or إذا. The word لو or إذا in abbreviations for a condition. Yes.
If.
لو أنت, if you are, لو أنت to a female, لو أنت مو مرتاح. If you are not comfortable, خبرني which means
Tell me. Tell
me or inform me. That is khabbarni or gulli. We can use gulli or khabbarni. Tell me. If you are not comfortable, tell me. خبرني خبرني لو انت مو مرتاح if you are dentist we can say ارفع ايدك لو انت مو مرتاح او ارفع ايدك لو في ألم. If there any pain inform me. If there any pain inform me. اغسل فمك. What is اغسل فمك?
mouthwash.
Yes, still we can use for in all the context we can use for clean or what is اغسل wash. اغسل بالماء بارد. What is اغسل بالماء بارد?
Hot what? Hot.
ماء or moya? Moya or ماء same.
Hot is what? Water.
Yes, not hot. Barit which means
Hot.
hot. Yes, hot. Barit cold. Barit cold and sakhin hot. Sakhin or har which means hot.
Hot.
See this dagiga. What is dagiga?
Minute.
1 minute.
1 minute. Yes, 1 minute. Dagiga or lahma. Lahma 1 second. Dagiga 1 minute. Dagiga. इस्तेमाल और इस्तेमाल करना. Urdu we use इस्तेमाल करना.
Receive.
Use.
Yeah, in Qatari Arabic we use इस्तेमाल or इस्तेमाल which means use. इस्तेमाल. For some ointments we use. What is the word for ointment?
Marham.
Yes, marham. Very good. Marham. Topic which means apply. For kind of marhams we use topic. You know what is the meaning of tatbiq or tatbiqat? In mobile there are so many tatbiqat. What would be that? Yes.
Application.
Applications.
Application.
Yes. So we use the same word topic which means apply. Tatbiqat application. So topic which means apply. Topic hadal marham. Topic hadal marham. And what is mudadat hawiya?
Antibiotic.
Yes. See this. Take this medicine before or after food. اشرب هذا الدواء قبل أكل or بعد أكل. اشرب دواء بعد أكل. Actually, it's written there some in English. اشرب هذا الدواء قبل or بعد أكل. There is a number 3 بعد الأكل. Actually, in Arabic pronunciation is very important. That's why some letters we can't express in another language. That's why we use numbers. For example, F3 we use for fazza. The ain, there is no equivalent letter or anything for ain. So we use F3, fazza. Bad, that same word we use for bad. Actually, it is the language of desert, right? So if someone is there, Abdullah, which is Abdullah, there will be wind will be there and dust will be there. So we can, if we call Abdullah can't hear that. So we have to ask Abdullah. That's why the pronunciation of Arabic like this. All the letters of English alphabets comes from our lips because it's from most of the European countries in whole area. So that's why. So we have to pronounce these words بعد الأكل قبل الأكل. بعد الأكل or قبل الأكل. وصول الفم which means what's وصول الفم?
Mouthwash.
Yes, mouthwash. I will ask one word. If the patient asks you في آثار جانبية. في آثار جانبية. اشرح هذا ما في آثار جانبية. جانب or jump, which means side. Jump.
Side effect.
Yes, side effect. So if you know the word jump only, we can connect the, in this context, we can connect the words. So Athar Janibiya, which means side effect. Ma fi. If there is side effect, we can say fi Athar Janibiya. Fi Athar Janibiya. Also, they maybe ask some questions like this. Fi Athar Janibiya. Fi Athar Janibiya. If you go any mandi shop, we can ask fi mandi, which means is there mandi. Fi mai, is there water. Fi mai barid, is there cold water. Or fi
Asar, the correct verbal meaning is signs, right?
Asar, which means signs, symbols, everything is used for Asar. Asar. In this context, we use effect. Asar Janibiya. Effects. Effects, signs, symbols, we use Asar. So, Asar Janibiya, which means,
Side effect.
yes, Janibiya. Jannib. Sometimes police they use Jannib. Jannib is Sayyara, which means save the car. Jannib. Jannib. So, jump near. Jump.
Jumpy. Can you repeat?
Jump, which means side, side.
Side.
Okay.
For example, jambal must igrab jambi or ijlis jambi, which means ijlis, or igrad, which means sit. Ijlis jambi. If you use e pronunciation with any word in Arabic, which means my. For example, sayyara, car. Sayyarati, my car. For another example, Jawwal mobile. Jawwali, my mobile. Ab, father, or Walid, father. Abi, my father. Mother. Ummi, my mother. Ibn, son. Ibni, my son. Iyada, clinic. Iyadatun. Iyadati, my clinic. Okay. Nadara, nadarati. So, we can use like this. So, iqad jambi, which means sit beside me or near to me. That is jambi. Iqad jambi. Sawi. The word sawi we use for do. Sawi. Sawi hada. Do this. Sawi. Okay, sawi. If it is possible, sawait. Sawait قبل, have done before. Sawait قبل. Mudad. And if there is no pain, we can use mafi. If there is fi, which means there is. Mafi, there is no. Mafi follows mafi mushkil. That is mafi. Mafi. Mafi mushkil. No problem, we can use. Also, we can use latahati. Latahati, don't worry. Latahati.
Done.
Yeah, adi, it's okay. Adi. Also, they use ma alayk. Ma alayk or ma alayk. Ma alayk.
La
is correct.
mana.
Huh?
La mana also same.
La we can use, but mostly spoken names.
No problem.
La ma'ala, it's no problem. Which means it's not a not issue. We can use, but what is it's better to use this mafi mushkil or ma'alik or adi. Yep. Also in Marathi they use yistawi. Yistawi, which means can I?
Wait.
Is it possible? That is yistawi. Yistawi. Yistawi al-yawm. Is it possible today? Yistawi al-yawm. Or adi al-yawm. Adi al-yawm. It's okay today. Adi al-yawm. And also we can send them with salamat. What is salamat?
Peace.
Peace. Actually, in this context, the word salamat, which means get well soon. Salamat. If you visit any patient for history taking, or if you send them back after the consultation, we can say salamat inshallah. Simple. Salamat inshallah. Salamat inshallah. Or afia. بالعافية إن شاء الله. يعطيكم العافية. الله يعافيك إن شاء الله. شفاء عاجلا. There is a hospital, Al Shifa. Shifa, which means relief. So shifa in inshallah, we can use or salamat inshallah. Salamat inshallah. Ta'al ba'd bukra. What is ta'al ba'd bukra?
Come after tomorrow.
Come tomorrow.
Come after
Ba'd
tomorrow.
bukra, after tomorrow. Or wara bachar. Wara bachar. In Emirati we use wara bachar. Wara bachar. Yes, bachar or bukra, same meaning. Or in Abu Dhabi said we use bakr also, bakr, which means tomorrow. Ba'd or wara bakr or wara bukra, it means day after tomorrow. Gabal ams or awal ams.
Yes.
Gabal ams.
Day
For yesterday. Maybe for
yesterday.
Yes, ams, which means yesterday. In Kuwait we use embarah or bariha, embarah. Gabal embarah, which means day before yesterday. Day before yesterday. Ba'd al-usbu'. Usbu', which means
Week.
yes, usbu' ba'd al-usbu'. After 1 week. Ta'al ba'd or maw'id. Maw'id ba'd usbu'. Maw'id, which means
Appointment.
appointment.
yes, appointment.
Which one, sir? Maurat.
Maw'id. 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 If you say my appointment, how to say my appointment?
Mawidi.
Yes, maw'idi, maw'idi. Simple. Maw'idi. That's why you say she biladi, bilad, country, biladi, my country. So maw'idi. And if we use the word ka after the maw'id, maw'iduka or maw'iduk, which means your. Maw'id.
Your.
For example, Abu father, Abu your father. Ism name, Ismak your name. Ismi my name. To a female we use Ismach in Emirat and Bahrain and Kuwait we use Ismach, which means your Ismach. And in Oman we use Ismash also. Ahibbach, Ahibbach, like this. All this or Ahibbach in Kuwait and in Qatar and Saudi, use Ahibbach to all. So the word ka, your. Ahibbach, maw'iduk, your appointment. Maw'iduk, bukra, your appointment tomorrow. Maw'iduk, bukra, your appointment tomorrow. Maw'iduk, bukra. Maw'iduk, ba'da shahr. Ba'da shahr, after 1 month.
One.
Yes,
After a month.
شهر. اوكي بعد شهر. افتح الجك. افتح الجك. بعدين افتح الجك. Don't on this speaker. افتح الجك, which means open your mouth. افتح فمك. فم or
No.
حل, which means mouth. حلج. افتح حلجك. حلجك or فمك. افتح حلجك. Don't use this word, the word mouth, because mouth in English mouth, but in Arabic which means death. Mouth means, that's why we use mata, died. Mayyit, who died. So mouth, which means death. So don't use mouth. So if mouth, one pharmacist they used hada mal mouth. Take this orally. Hada mal mouth in Arabic, which means if you take this, you will die. So don't use this word mouth. We can use halj or thumb or warrini. What is warrini or ravini or wadini? You know wadini? Have you heard before this word? Warrini, which means show me. Warrini haljak, show me your mouth. Or warrini lisanak, show me your tongue. Warrini lisan. Or we can use khallini ashuf. Khallini shuf. We will hear like this. Khallini shuf. Khallini ashuf, which means let me see. Khallini shuf haljak, let me see your mouth. Khallini shuf lisanak, your tongue. Lisan, tongue. Lisanak, your tongue. خلينا نشوف عينك. Your what is عين or عيون؟
I eat
Yes,
ear.
eye. عين. عين أذن ear. عين eyes.
I
خشم 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 or أنف.
and nose.
Yes, أنف or خشم. خشم also they use خشم. خشم nose. حنجر
Larynx.
حنجر.
END. Larynx.
Yes, حنجر which means throat. That is حنجر. حلق also used. حنجر mostly used. حنجر or حلق.
Halka.
حلق or حنجر. For example, we use قسم الأذن أنف والحنجر. ENT department. أذن or أذنين which means ear. أذن. أنف nose. حنجر throat. حلق also حلق. التحاب الحنجر or التهاب الحلق. What is that?
Throat inflammation. Throat infection. Infection.
Yes, infection. التهاب. The word التهاب. التهاب infection. التهاب. What is فطريات? فطرية. فطرية. Sometimes they use فطري. فطري. مرض الفطري. فطري which means fungus. Fungal infections we use فطري in Arabic. فطري. فطري. إصابات. What is إصابات?
Injury.
Yes, إصابات injuries. إصابات. إصابات. What is ألم?
Pain.
Yes. Another word?
Waja.
Oh, yes, وجع. Another word?
Awil.
عور. عور or يعور. Yes, يعور. Mostly they use in spoken راسي يعورني والله. If you search for a headache, it will show صداع. صداع. The word is صداع. But in spoken word they use راسي يعورني. Which means I have a headache. راسي يعورني. Which means head giving me pain. Head giving me pain. That is راسي يعورني in direct meaning. So we can say راسي يعورني. يعور يعور والله. Which means there is pain. يعور. علم حاد. What is علم حاد? والله حاد.
Pain more.
We can use علم كثير, علم وايد, في علم كثير, but علم حاد which means sharp pain, more pain which means sharp pain. That is حاد. Sharp. سكين حاد. We use سكين حاد. What is سكين حاد? Skin which means knife. Yes, sharp knife. That is hard. Then alam khafif. What is alam khafif?
Minor.
Opposite. Not
Like
opposite.
pain.
Kind of a pain. Yes, mild. Mild
Mild
khafif. Yes, khafif. Mild pain. Khafif. Because they might be they use like this alam shway. Alam shway.
Sweet. Little pain.
Shway. Yeah, little bit. That is alam khafif. Khafif. Khafif, which means mild. Had, which means or kathir or wide, which means very much sharp. Sharp pain. What is mutawassit?
Mutawassit, yellow. Yellow prayer.
Mutawassit, yes, intermediate. That is mutawassit. Yes. That is mutawassit. متوسط. عندنا علاج. What is علاج?
Treatment.
Treatment.
Yes. عندنا علاج متقدم.
You are
متقدم which means we have advanced. That is متقدم. متى بدأ? متى بدأ? What is the word متى?
When?
then
Yes. Mita is a question word in Arabic. Mita, when. Mita bada, which means, or bada, which means start. Meta bada, for example, meta bada al harara, when the temperature start. Harara, temperature. Humma, what is humma?
Fever.
Yes, fever.
Fever.
Humma, fever. Kaha,
Cough.
yes. Zukam,
Zukam, nose block, nasal block.
yes, cold. That is zukam. Nazil al anf.
Running nose.
Yes,
Running
that
nose.
is- that is Nazil alam. For all kind of running, we use Nazil al mai. What running? So Nazil, alam, and Humma, Kaha, Zukkan, Sartan. What is Sartan?
TA.
Sartan.
TA. Cancel.
Yes, cancer. That is Sartan. Say, see what thing? Sartan. Basit. What is basit?
Minor. Minor.
Yes,
Minor.
minor. Symbol. We can use symbol. بسيط هذا. حادث بسيط. So which حادث بسيط. حادث, which means accident.
Accident.
How حادث بسيط?
Minor accident.
Minor accident. حادث خطير.
Major.
Major or danger. That's خطير or خطر. خطر is big in Arabic. خطر. خطر, which means danger. خطر. It will be written there in خطر. Ri'awi, what is ri'a?
They are lung.
Yeah, lungs. That is ri'a. Ri'awi, which is related to lungs. Ri'awi. Ri'awiya, ri'a, lungs. Sodr,
Chest.
Chest.
yes, chest. And patient maybe they use batan, which means stomach. Abdomen we use batan. Okay, batan. But in Arabic, in doctors they use abdomen for mogat.
Ma'ada.
Yeah, ma'adda or ma'adda we can use. Ma'adda. People say use mi'adda or mu'adda or ma'adda. They use spoken way, they use most of it. Oh, what is tarjih?
Vomiting.
Yes.
Raja.
Any other word? Do you know any other word?
Raja.
Raja, which means vomit.
Vomiting.
Any other word?
Vomiting.
Torash.
Tarash. Are you in Saudi Arabia?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No.
Yes. The word tarash we use in Saudi for vomit, but the same word we use in Marathi for send.
Send.
Send your mail. Send, tarash. Tarash, tarji, takayu also. Takayu.
Kayu.
Yes. Zuwa also we use for what? Vomiting. And also there is
Vomiting.
Yes, vomiting. Takayu, tarji, all of these. If the patient is Saudi, they use taraj or tarji. You can use takayu also. Also nuzif. What is nuzif?
Nuzif, bleeding. Bleeding.
Yes, nuzif. We have learned the word dam, but there is no the word dam in this word. Nuzif. Nuzif بدون انقطاع. Nuzif, bleeding without stop, without any nuzif. Nuzif, which means bleeding. Nuzif من الأنف. نزيف الولد من الأنف. What is مخنوق؟ مخنوق. والله ولدي مخنوق. ولدي مخنوق ما يقدر يتنفس.
Cannot breathe.
Yes. So, breath shortening, that is if it struck anything in this throat or anywhere that is makhnooq. Makhnooq. Tanaffus, which means breath. We can use tanaffus.
No.
Tanaffus or tanaffasi, which means take breath. Tanaffus. تنفس إلى الداخل take breath inside. تنفس إلى خارج أو برا.
Breathe in, breathe out. Huh?
Yes, breathing, breathe out. So تنفس which means take breath. That is تنفس. ما يقدر or ما يروم. ما يقدر التنفس. He can't take breath.
Cannot.
Yeah,
Cannot breathe.
cannot. That is ما يقدر. ما يقدر. ما يقدر. ما يقدر. ما أقدر I can't. ما أقدر. So ما يقدر. نزيف. تكيف. Also, what is the word غمي? غمي. أصابه غمي. In Saudi, we use the word for غمي صعقة. صعقة. صعقة للأرض. In Kuwait, we use سقطة or غمي. غما. هو في غما. or تساقط. In Bahrain, we use تساقط. What is تساقط or غمي, غما? That is dizziness or faint. That is غمي or تساقط or صعقة. صعقة إلى الأرض. Falling down or faint or dizziness. That is and another word. Rheumatism, we use rheumatism. And what is intifah?
Before.
Tawarrum, get it? Intifah, swelling. Tawarrum, we use for tumor, mostly we use
Cancer.
for tawarrum. So now we can use the word intifah, which means swelling. Intifah. كسر العظام. كسر العظام. مكسور. Yes, fracture. مكسور.
Fracture.
Yes, fracture. مكسور or كسر, which means fracture. مكسور العظام. What is عظام?
Bone.
Yes, bones. That is عظام. مكسور الأسنان.
Teeth.
Yes,
Broken
أسنان.
teeth.
Lirs also we use for teeth. Lirs. Lirs or أضراس or أسنان or sin we use for teeth. مكسور, which means break. Broken. That is مكسور or كسر. كسر. كسر, which means broken.
Broken.
مكسور. إصابات, injuries. جرح, also injuries. جرح.
Injuries.
Yes. جرح. And what is the words? Another word. Zukam. What is zukam?
Fever.
Oh, zukam.
Cold.
Cold. Harara or حمار is for fever. Harara actually
Fever.
temperature.
Temperature.
متى بدأ? When it start. متى يزيد. متى يزيد.
What time? Yep. When
Yeah. When يزيد. زايد. زيادة. That is يزيد. زيادة. What is زيادة?
more.
Yes, when it increase, that is متى يزيد. متى يزيد الألم? When it increase the pain. متى يزيد. متى يزيد الألم. When it increase the pain. And we can use متى يزيد حرارة. When the temperature increase. متى يزيد. في الليل. في الليل, which means
evening.
night.
Night.
Masa, evening, we use mostly. In Layl also we use for evening. منتصف الليل. في منتصف الليل يزيد الألم. ما يقدر ينام. منتصف الليل, which means midnight. منتصف الليل.
Mundus. So like
منتصف. Actually, the nisf or nus, which means half in Arabic. Nus or nisf. منتصف. منتصف. or نصف الليل, which means midnight. منتصف الليل. منتصف. منتصف. منتصف الليل. midnight. صباح.
morning.
Morning. Yes, morning. That's why we use صباح الخير. صباح, morning. صباح. يزيد. ينقص, which means opposite, decrease. ينقص or that's why we use ناقص. ناقص for ناقص السعر. Decrease or down. that is ناقص. ناقص كل ناقص, everything is low price, we use ناقص. ناقص ناقص الضغط, يعني يزيد الضغط, pressure is increasing, so ينقص ناقص. ناقص يزيد زيادة, that's why you use زيادة. ما في زيادة, not too much, ما في زيادة, that's why you use. يزيد, متى يزيد الألم? when the
Start.
increases, yes. متى يزيد الألم؟ ممكن ضبط وين الألم. وين which means a question where. where وين الألم. ممكن ضبط, what does it mean ممكن ضبط؟
Can you
ضبط or ركز. we use ركز or ضبط.
excuse?
ضبط Egyptian say use ضبط علم. ضبط which means point out the exact area of pain. We use ضبط or ضبط or ركز which means can you point out or can you tell me where is the exact area of pain. So ضبط we use with correct. So ضبط which means please point out. ضبط. لا ضبط or ركز also. ركز. That's why we use عناية المركزة. وحدة العناية المركزة. What is وحدة العناية المركزة?
ICU.
Yes.
ICU.
So the centralized or point out we use ركز. ركز معي. Sometimes Arabs they use ركز معي. Concentrate with me. That is ركز. Point out. ركز لي وين الألم.
Show me where is a point
Show
of
me where is the exact area of pain. ضبط. Egyptians they use ضبط. ضبط لي وين ألم. ضبط or ضبط. ضبط لي ألم. Point out where is the pain. ضبط لي وين الألم. Where is the pain. ألم منتشر. عندي علم منتشر من الرجل إلى الركبة. الألم منتشر which means radiating pain. انتشار which means radiating. ألم منتشر which means radiating pain. رجل, what is رجل?
leg.
Yes, leg. رجل which means man. رجل which means leg. قدم.
Foot.
Yes, foot. That's why we use footboard. كرة القدم. كرة which means ball. Foot. قدم. كرة القدم. So foot. قدم. ركبة.
Knee.
Yes. ركبة. Knee. And ركبة also there. ركبة. What is ركبة? ركبة is normal calf. ركبة which means neck. That is عنق also we use for عنق. That's why the word yes is in neck. عنق, very simple to remember that word. عنق, neck. عنق, neck. ركبة, knee. ركبة. فخذ, فخذين. فخذ. ألم في فخذ. فخذ تايس. فخذ. عضلات. what is عضلات? ذو عضلات. سلمان خان وذو عضلات. ذو عضلات. عضلات which means muscles. That is عضلات. ذو عضلات muscular. That is عضلات. And عصبية or أعصاب. What is أعصاب? عصاب or شريان. شريان or عصاب.
Neuro.
Yes. Neuro or vein. Yes. أعصاب. أعصاب. Veins. أعصاب. أعصاب. Vein. أعصاب. One other word. What is the word for acidity? How to say acidity? in Arabic?
Hamuda. Hamuda.
Yes, hamula. Yes, hamula. Hamula. For acids also we use hamul. There is some citric orange. We use hamul. Hamul. So we use hamul. Hamula, acidity. Hamula. Hamula, acidity. Hamula.
You.
Hamula, acidity. Hamula. Hamula. تنظيف الجرح. أول كل شيء نسوي لك تنظيف الجرح. تنظيف الجرح. What is تنظيف?
Cleaning.
Cleaning.
Yes. تنظيف الجرح. Clean the injury. First of all. أول كل شيء which means first of all. أول which means first. Kill which means all. Shay which means everything. So first of all we use أول كل شيء. أول كل شيء نسوي لك تنظيف. First we do تنظيف. حشو. What is any dentist here? What is حشو?
Filling.
Yes, حشو which means filling. حشو filling. حشو. لسه. What is لسه?
Lisa?
Not لسه. لسه which means for right now. لسه ما في موجود. Right now not موجود. Let's لسه. This is لسه. لسه.
Lisa.
لسه. Three dots.
Lisan.
لسه. No, not لسه.
Lisa.
Not لسه. 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 ثلاثة. That لسه. لسه. نزيف من لسه. نزيف من لسه. Which means لسه which means gum. Yeah, gum. Bleeding from the gum. نزيف من لسه. إصابات injuries. One other word.
جروح.
جروح. How to say bite?
Snake bite.
Snake bite. Or any bees. How do you say?
Sick.
Imsic which means hold or
Sick means?
yeah. Hold this. Imsic hada. Hold this. That is imsic. There is one other word. Ladra. The word ladra. If any kind of bite with bee or snake, we use ladra. 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 How do you say the snake? Different one with different name for snake. Snake which means hayya. We use hayya simply. Hayya
Dogan.
Ta'ban. Yes. Ta'ban.
Sama.
Sometimes they use ta'ban. Ta'ban. We hear that
Ta'ban.
ta'ban. Ta'ban which means tired, but
Covered.
slight difference in pronunciation, like Sa'ban, also Sa'ban. Sa'ban, snake, Sa'ban. Hayya, also snake, Hayya, Sa'ban. Sa'ban, so Jayjan prayer. That's Sa'ban, use Sa'ban.
What is bite? What is the word bite?
Ladra, ladra,
The
min ladra. من لدغ كيف صار how it happened كيف صار من لدغة الثعبان ثعبان which means snake عقرب what's
لدغة
عقرب
القلب. It's also right.
what
لدغة القلب.
لدغة الكلب which means
Dog bite.
Jaw.
no. لدغة الكلب قلب yes كلب
Yeah.
yes
Kalb.
here that قلب لدغة الكلب
Sucker and also bite, right?
which means
Sucker means close.
sucker close
What is it?
sucker close sucker الباب close the door مسكر closed
لدغة we can use for the heat also.
no for hit we use ضربة or صدمة and for dog bite there is another word we use mostly not لدغة we use Allah Allah for if the child or any babies or any dog because that is different from the bite of the dog we use Allah 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 no it's Allah 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 which means bite it's right Allah الولد Allah baby or Allah طفل على ايدي that is Allah لدغة which means bees snake that is
Sting. A sting.
صدم which means hit صدم or دعم صدم صدمة shock that is صدمة Allah bite that is Allah الكلب for example Allah الكلب الحبل what is حبل حبل rope so
Habl?
Allah rope
Yep.
Eric, that is Habil. So Allah is different. Allah الكلب dog bite. لدعة العقرب. What is عقرب?
Near.
That is عقرب. So the pronunciation we have to أقرب the word أقرب which means near. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Garib.
Akrab? No, that is different. Garib and Akrab, which means very near. This is Agrab. Agrab. That's the difference in pronunciation. Agrab. Arabic, the word Akrab, which means very near. Garib, near. Akrab, very near. Okay, Akrab. For the relatives also we use Akrab in Arabic. Akrab. Ada Karib or Ada Kurba or Ada Akrab. It is my relative. We use Akrab. This is Agrab. Agrab which means scorpion. That is Agrab. Ladatil Agrab, scorpion bite. Bite of scorpion. Agrab. Sometimes some relatives there shows the features of Agrab. That's why the slight difference in Arabic. Agrab and Agrab. Agrab and Agrab. So Lada'a bite. Allah don't bite or if kids that it yes. There is a difference. Allah and Lada'a. Lada'a and Allah. Okay? For example, we can use like this. Allah. Allah al Cotton. What is cotton? Cotton. Cotton. Awal cotton. Please hold this. Cotton, which means or awal cotton. Hold this or bite or take this cotton. Cotton, which means cotton. 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 Yes, cotton. What is cotton? Simple. So let's learn some other words in coming Google Meets. Is there any doubts in these words we discussed today?
Yeah.
Okay, I will share you one word in one day in all the groups. So you should learn those words. I will ask you next Google Meet. So it's very easy to remember. And you can use these words. And if there are any words, if you have any doubts in any words which patient like they are using some words like he said that takayu, right? Tarash, takayu, tarji. You can write down the words in your notepad or somewhere and you can ask in next Google Meet and we can discuss those words which we have doubts and why the Saudis use like this and Emiratis use like this. What is the difference like that? So you can write down the words if you have any doubts in the patient convey or any about any disease, any pain like that, and you can ask in group also, and also we can discuss in coming Google Meets, inshallah. Okay, I hope understood today's session. So we have repeated the words we have discussed at the beginning of our Google Meet for new joinees who joined after sometimes after half an hour. So if there are any doubts, let me know in this group or you can ask Google Meet or in our alumni group, no problem. We will answer you, inshallah. Okay?
Sir, can you tell me
This one.
What? One by one.
consent? There is surgery consent, no, sir?
Ah, yes, yes. That we can use like this also. If the fi mushkila, that's very simple to use. Fi mushkila. Fi mushkila, or we can actually, what is the word for that we use in hospitals?
Yeah, we are using that consent form now. Consent signing. Before procedure. Before procedure, we are using consent.
That is different. Ihtimam or muhtam, that is different in Arabic. Or
Okay, okay, signature.
Tawqi signature, yes, Tawqi. For example, Tawqi ur Riyal or Tawqi ur Zawj. What is that? Tawqi.
Husband signature.
Husband and wife.
Yes, yes, husbands.
So how to tell that this is a consent form?
We can say this هذا توقيع, we can say توقيع or ihtimam also use, and some other countries we use like this هذا form we use for there's another word for this ihtimam or muhtam use or takhsis we use for this consent, and كمل هذا الأوراق or استشارة also sometimes we use مذكرة المقومات we use مذكرة الاهتمام also we use مذكرة الاهتمام مذكرة and also طلب الإذن we use طلب الإذن which means giving a permission. That's why consent form. Talab, which means application or form. That is talab.
Talabul.
Talabul idhin. Idhin, which means giving permission. That is idhin. Idhin. Ba'da idhin, which means bi'idhinillah. In Arabic, we use bi'idhinillah. Bi'idhinillah, with the permission of Allah. Mal maghfur bi'idhinillah al-Sheikh Zaid bin Sultan al-Nahyan. We use in news channels. Al-Ma'fur bi'idhnillah, which means that with the permission of Allah, He may grant the maghfirah. So, we can use talabul idhin, consent for talabul idhin, talab idhin. Talab idhin or mudhkaratul idhin. Mudhkara also we use. Hadil waraka, we can say this hadil waraka or hadil waraka. Hadil waraka is paper is hadil waraka talabul ibn. Kammil hada.
പിന്നെ ഞാൻ വണ്ടി കുറച്ച് ദിവസമായിട്ട് പാർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട് അപ്പം അറിയില്ല കാറ്റ് കുറവുണ്ടോ നൈട്രജൻ വിചാരിച്ചൊക്കെ
Even which means permission. Even. Okay. Mudkaratul idhin or hada. Kammil hada which means fill this. Kammil or finish also. In Marathi Arabic we use finish. Finish hada. Finish. That is in Arabic Marathi. Finish. Finish hada al mudkarat. Finish hada al warakam. Finish hada talabul idhin. Talab al idhin. Talabul idhin which means consent form.
Okay.
Or giving permission. That is consent form. Talab, which means form or application. That is talab. Talab is amal fardi. Sometimes we use this. Talab al-idhin min al-hurma. From the wife. Hurma, wife. Rayal or zawj we use
Husband.
husband. Saudi we use rajal. Hurmati, my wife. Rayli, my husband. Or zawji or zawjati also they use. Mostly they use with the name of children. Abu Qasim. Abu Muhammad Gal, which means my husband. Abu Muhammad. They don't use my wife or my husband like that. They use Gal Abu Muhammad, which means my husband. Or Abu Iyari. Abu Iyari, my children's father. They use like this. Abu Iyari, which means my husband. Is there any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can ask at any time in our groups, inshallah. Okay, we will wind up this session. We will meet you next Google Meet, inshallah.
Okay.
Thank you. Shukran.
Shukran.
عفوا لكم جزاكم الله خير.